What's up, you guys? We are officially roughly about 10 weeks out from my final frost in here, Zone 6A, Central Ohio. So today we are going to be starting some peppers, which I am extremely excited about. I have a lot of varieties here. Last year, I did not do many varieties. So what we're going to do today is I'm basically just going to show you everything that I plan to grow, kind of give you a rough review on whether or not I've grown it before, how it went, or if this is new to me this year. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so first things first, let's just start from the top of the stack. Y'all see that? I don't even know how all of these peppers are gonna fit, but I might have to pull out some pots. It's fine. All right, so starting with the top, we have weary. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I picked up these seeds from Garden of Queenie, and I'm really excited to try these. These are hot peppers, but they're like kind of small. They kind of put me in the mind of like the Biquito, I think that's how you say that, peppers. So I'm really excited to try these. These are brand new to me. And again, I picked these up from Garden of Queenie. Definitely follow her over on Instagram. She always shares so many tips and tricks, and like, the girl is a gardening queen. So definitely go and check out Queenie over on her Instagram. I'll make sure I put it up on the screen. Here I have some Shiseido peppers. I'm going to try to sow these, but I also have some brand new Shiseido peppers as well, because I saved these. It says 2020. So I saved these in 2020. I don't know that these will have good germination because I'm not sure that I harvested these from mature plants or from mature fruit. So we'll just see what happens. But I do have these guys just in case these don't get good germination. I'll probably put one of each in there just to be safe in each one of the cells. And I have gone over how I start my seeds, what my method will be this year. So I'm not going to bore you guys with all of that. We're just going to talk about these varieties. As far as Shiseido peppers, last year, I'm lying, 2020 was the first year that I grew Shiseidos, and I'm going to be honest and say 2020, I had no idea what I was doing with those Shiseidos. I feel like I ended up dehydrating a lot of them, and I just ended up blending them in with a bunch of other dehydrated peppers that I had. So I never really ate these fresh until last year, and last year I fell in love. I ended up making these a lot. I want to try to deep fry them in a batter this year. That sounds so good, y'all, right? But I tried just the blistered in butter method that Jess over on Roots and Refuge Farm suggests. That's the bomb too, but I really want to try these deep fried. I think that would be so good. So Shiseidos for sure, I'm excited about. Next here, we just have some sweet peppers, which I picked up these seed packets from the Dollar Tree. So if you guys have not already followed along, I am starting a Dollar Tree container garden as like a project this year. Definitely check out that playlist. Those videos will like go into more detail with that project, but this will be going in that garden. So these are the sweet bananas, and I mean, these are pretty standard, so I'm excited to try to grow these again this year. I don't think that I grew any of those last year. Next here we have another sweet pepper. Is the sweet Marconi, or the golden Marconi. Y'all, I ain't even gonna hold you. This by far was the favorite pepper, my most favorite pepper that I've ever grown. Like, these things were super prolific. The fruits were beautifully sized, just gorgeous in the garden. That golden color was just like chef's kiss, and they were absolutely delicious. I ended up taking a majority of my harvest and chopped it up and just blended it in with a bunch of other different type of peppers. But anytime I use these for like fresh eating, I was so impressed. So I'm really excited to grow some of these, and I will definitely be growing more plants. I think I only had 2 last year, so I'm excited to have more. Next here, I have 2 different type of California Wonder peppers. I have the sweet golden And then I have your standard California Wonder. I've grown these guys before. Last year I grew these. They grow really, really well, super prolific, thick walls. I mean, it is your standard bell pepper. You can allow for it to ripen to that red, but most of the time I harvested it at the green stage. But the golden I'm really excited about because I'm hoping that it has more of that like fruity flavor, like how the golden Marconi was, and that's what it kind of put me in mind of. So I just want to have like a nice variety of colors in my pepper basket this year, so that's why I ended up picking up this guy as well. So super excited to try these guys out. And then another bell pepper that I will be trying out for the first time is the Chocolate Beauty. This guy says it's a very productive bell pepper variety that ripens from green to a rich chocolate brown, and then it says has blocky peppers, developed a sweet flavor, crisp texture when fully ripe, and tasty both fresh and cooked. So this will be my first time with this guy. I just want some variety as far as color. I'm sure it just tastes like a standard bell pepper, but we gonna see. So I'm really excited to try that guy out. Let me see if I have any more sweet peppers. I think that's it for the sweet peppers. Now we are getting into the spicy Jones. Now, I have tried to grow Tabasco peppers in the past. These are from M.I. Gardner. But I'm going to try my hand at it again this year. I feel like maybe I picked up a weird variety. To be fair, I actually picked up a plant start instead of starting them from seed. So maybe the seeds got mixed up. Maybe it wasn't what I thought it was. So I'm excited to give these guys a go because I want to make some hot sauce again this year, but I want like just your standard Tabasco sauce, because normally I'll do something like a little fruity or like a sriracha or something like that. I just want straight up hot sauce because the prices of the Frank's Red Hot and all the other hot sauce, y'all, it's getting high, and I don't want to pay it if I don't have to. So we're gonna see how this goes. So I'm excited about that. I told you guys in the past, I will always and forever grow fish peppers. I love using these in just like a wide variety of ways, whether I dehydrate it to like blend down into like a seasoning powder, or to like add to like my pickles or any other like pickled vegetables or whatever. I like to use these because they're small, but they pack a good punch, and they are beautiful plants. Like they have that gorgeous variegation in the fruit and on the leaves. It's just such a pretty plant. So I definitely will be growing more of these. Last year I only had one in my garden and it didn't do very well. So I need to make sure that I grow multiples of these this year. Here we have Craig's Grande Jalapeno. It's your standard jalapeno. These do get a little bit thicker, which I like. So of course I will be growing these. I like using these for cowboy candy, pickled jalapenos, or even just for fresh eating, diced up in guacamole, baby. I'm a guacamole and salsa girl, so these will definitely be helpful. Next up here, we have the Sugar Rush Cream. Now, I have grown these once before, and to be honest, I kind of struggled with what to do with them, which is why I haven't grown them but that one time. But from what I can remember, they were really good. The walls, or the actual flesh of the pepper, it's really sweet. It almost reminds me of like a bell pepper. It has like that fruity taste, but it has like a backside heat type thing, you know, like when you get all the heat on the back end of the bite. It doesn't pack a punch right at first, but it gradually warms up, and I like that a lot. So I think that this would be really good to make another like spicy sauce, or maybe try it in some different curries or something like that. I don't know yet, but I definitely wanted to grow it. Again, it's a beautiful pepper and they are good. I'm the only one in my house. No, I'm lying. Me, my son, and kind of my middle daughter like spicy food, but my husband cannot handle the spice. My oldest daughter cannot handle the spice. So something like this, I can kind of creep in and it's not too bad, but like it's just enough to where they'll complain a little bit, but they still don't eat it. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to grow this again. Give me some ideas for how you think I can use that. Next up here, we have the Cayenne long thin peppers. You guys, My first year's gardening, I grew these every single year and I had multiple plants of them every single year. I just finally used up all of my dehydrated cayenne peppers. So now it's time for me to re-up on my stock. I find that I like using these medicinally mostly. Like I'll put these, like the dehydrated peppers, whole peppers, in my fire cider. So that's mainly why I use this. But these are also like really versatile and like gumbos and jambalayas, like a lot of Cajun dishes, which is something that I really enjoy cooking. So I just need to, you know, re-up on my stock here. So I definitely will be growing these. And these chocolate habaneros is my final pepper, spicy pepper. And again, I'm really the only person that can handle like heat. So I'll probably just make some sauces out of these and share them with some other fellow like spicy heads. So that's what we got going on. In addition to starting my peppers, I'm also starting some herbs, just some parsley and marjoram. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So now I just need to get everything planted. So one of the reasons that I am growing more peppers this year is because last year, while I had a decent variety of peppers, I definitely noticed like at the end of the season, or like even before like the winter actually hit pretty hard, I was already completely out of everything. So I just want to make sure that I have plenty stocked up in my freezer. Typically what I like to do is to chop them up and put them in like a freezer bag. That way as I am like cooking, I already have peppers pre-chopped. That really was super helpful last year. All right, y'all, I'm getting down to the gritty. One is going to have to go because I'm not about to have like an odd number. So let's see. I'm going to exclude the habanero. It's really between these two, and because I'm not going to have a whole lot of use for these habaneros, sorry guy, you're going to have to go. Dang, y'all, that was tough. Okay, so I just like the ease of that, having some like some pre-cut peppers already ready for me, you know what I mean? And it really is all about sustainability for me this year. This year, I want to put away as much as I possibly can. And because I have a little extra space in my garden this year, I am going to be putting in as much as I possibly can. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure that you go on ahead and subscribe. I have been going through all of my seed starting. So as opposed to doing one full video of all the varieties I'm growing, I decided to split it up based on when I'm actually starting those seeds. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying that. I just feel like it's easier to share information in bite-sized pieces. And then too, as you can see, I change my mind a lot. Like sometimes I add things to it. Sometimes I have to take it out because that's just how my mind works. So hopefully you guys are enjoying. If you are, go on ahead and subscribe. I thank you all so much for stopping by. I wish you all health, wealth, and prosperity. And until the next time, peace out.